The day that every Indian cricket fan has been waiting for over a decade, if we may have to say. India versus Australia. The final will happen today. The toss will happen in about 3 hours and 45 minutes. And in 4 hours and 15 minutes, you're going to see the first ball being bowled between India and Australia at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. There are going to be plenty of celebrities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be there at 3:30 p.m. IST. There's going to be an air show. There's going to be performances. It's going to be a gala extravaganza. All for the top two teams in world cricket. India on a 10-match unbeaten run. Australia on an 8-match unbeaten run. But remember, India have a 4-3 advantage in this last year against Australia. Australia may have won the ODI series 2-1 in March. India may have won the ODI series 2-1 in October. But in the World Cup match, India defeated Australia comfortably in Chennai. Now, it all boils down to this final. Will India end 12 years of pain and also take revenge for what happened 20 years ago? Or will Australia become 6-time champions? It all remains to be seen now. Yesterday, Rohit Sharma pointed out that the pitch was going to be on the slower side. The game that was played against Pakistan, that had dry grass. This one has a little bit of grass. There are two patches on either side which are really dry. So that is why, will India make any changes? And this is where the question is, will Ravichandran Ashwin be included in this team? Remember, in the practice session, Ashwin had a huge extended session. He bowled, he batted, he had an extended net session yesterday. So is that an indication that Ravichandran Ashwin might be included in the team? What is going to happen then? If Ashwin comes into the team, who goes out? Most likely it will be Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj, remember, he conceded a lot of runs in the game against New Zealand in the semi-finals. So will he be dropped? But looking at the conventional wisdom, looking at the way how Rahul Dravid and the entire team management have backed the players, looking at the team composition and the structure that is there, you will see no changes in this playing 11. You are not going to see any changes in the playing 11. The playing 11 that started from Dharamshala against New Zealand, that is the same team you're going to face in the final today. You're not going to see Ravichandran Ashwin in, because if you want solid batting depth, then if you want to take out Siraj, you will get Ashwin in. Ashwin will bat at number 8. Then you've got Kuldeep Yadav and you've got your two fast bowlers. But playing with two fast bowlers is also a massive, massive risk. If one fast bowler breaks down, as we have always been stating, if one fast bowler has that unfortunate day, then you are not going to have a plan B or a C. Then you'll have to rely on a sixth bowler. But will that sixth bowler be efficient? That we do not know. So that is why it is better that the Indian team maintains the same 11 that they have been playing since Dharamshala. Stick with Bumrah, Siraj, Shami, then get Kuldeep and Ravindra Jadeja. That's it. No more changes. One more game, one final push for destiny. Rohit Sharma, remember, he can become only the second Indian after MS Dhoni to be part of all 3 ICC white ball trophies. Remember, Dhoni's won them all as captain. That feat might never ever be equaled. But Rohit was not part of the 2011 squad. Rohit was part of the 2007 World T20 and the CT. So that is why Rohit in this quest, they will not make any kind of changes. He did reveal that, yes, in the press conference, that we are not going to reveal what is our 11. I want our 15 players to be available. Then at this point, it is a clear-cut indication that even if 15 players are available, the same 11 are going to play in Dharamshala. The same 11 that started in Dharamshala will play in Ahmedabad. What about the pitch? The pitch, there has been no clear-cut indication of whatever has been. 2 teams have won while chasing, 2 teams have won while defending totals. Remember, in this World Cup, it's been a rather mixed bag. So to figure out the trend as to whether it is comfortable chasing or comfortable defending, that we do not know. See, first game, New Zealand chased, but that was October. India versus Pakistan, India chased, but that was in October. You came closer to November, South Africa chased. Australia defended. So out of four matches, two have come while chasing, three have come while chasing, one has come by defending. Australia defended against England in Ahmedabad. So that is why it is a very difficult way to figure out what is the trend in this particular venue. But what about the due factor? Rohit Sharma has mentioned on practice days there were dew, on match days there was no dew. So dew, and because of the chemical that they use nowadays, that chemical has restricted the passage of dew significantly. So whether a team winning the toss, what they should do, conventional wisdom states that in an ICC World Cup, you must bat first. But remember, three World Cups, 2011, 15, and 19, the ones that have been dominated by home sides, they have chased. 11, India chased. 15, Australia chased. 19, England tied, but they won on a technicality. So that's why it is going to be a very, very tricky thing. If India win the toss, maybe they would want to bowl first. Restrict Australia and then chase it down, knowing fully well that Virat Kohli and the rest can easily set about the target. So that's why whether India make it three World Cups and end a 12-year pain, it remains to be seen. But India are the overwhelming favorites here. The robustness that is there, the confidence that is there from 10 straight game wins is there for everybody to see. So that's why India are the favorites heading into this match. One does not see any major surprise or change. If India win the title, well and truly deserved, which they look more likely. My favorites today, clear cut, are India. I don't see Australia or any other team stopping them. So that's why India might win the cup and bring it back after 12 years. And that too in front of their adoring 132,000 people that are going to be jam-packed at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Remember, every kind of record is set to be broken today. Viewing records, this record. And that's why if you look at the stadium records and everything is going to be jam-packed. So India are the favorites. And I think they will win against Australia. They are going to win it. And let me say, not by a big margin, but by a comfortable margin. Comfortable margin, meaning even a 30-40 run win is also kind of comfortable. So that's why I will say India are the favorites to win today in the World Cup. So let me take a couple of comments. Even if we play Ashwin, which I won't want to happen, we can start with Ashwin and Bumrah, Sarakchandra. As I mentioned, no. You are going to just see Ashwin sit on the bench. You're going to see Bumrah, Siraj operating at first change. And that first change will be Shami. You're going to see Bumrah and Siraj open the bowling. Shami will be first change. Then in the middle overs, Kuldeep and Ravindra Jadeja is going to apply the squeeze altogether. And if India bowl first, then I think it will be the right strategy for them, because Ahmedabad might become easier to chase as it goes on later. Remember, as I mentioned, three matches, there has teams that have chased have won. And it seems like the pitch might become easier. Slow deck, maybe India will want to bat first, get the better of the conditions later, and then spin Australia out. Remember, Australia's spin troubles were highlighted in that game at Kolkata. They just woefully struggled against spin. So that's why it is not going to be easy at this point. As I mentioned, SRT 10 is saying absolutely, it is a very big risk with two fast bowlers. You're not going to go with that. You're just going to play your three fast bowlers and two spinners. Instead, we have part-time spinners. We can try as in last league game. So we have three off spinners. No. In a final, go by convention. There is big pressure. One or two plans can just go all right then. Stick with your core. Stick with whatever is there. Do not try any kind of experimentation whatsoever. Unless if you are assured of a victory, then try whatever experiments you want. So Anurag Sinha, love from Canada, love back to you too. We will win. Yes, India are looking as one of the favorites. Australia will win. Will need a superhuman effort, but they are capable of doing it. Australia are the only team who can bring about their A game in the knockouts, and it was visible. Sachin Kashyap, Steve Smith is due one big knock. Remember that. But Sachin Kashyap, yes, Steve Smith did play a vital 30, but then whether in these kind of conditions he can play a good knock, that remains to be seen here. Because see, he got three good knocks in Australia in home conditions where he's dominant, one in England where he's dominant, but in India and white ball cricket, he has not been that dominant. So Steve Smith, yes, one big knock is due, but I think the X factor for Australia will be Travis Head. He was the one who really gave about Australia the charge in the WTC final, and also in tough conditions, he steps up. Look at what he did in Kolkata. So thanks, Stay Grounded. Love and Answer said, thank you for great insights and all the hard work. Thank you, Stay Grounded. It's for all you guys that we give this and we want to work hard very, very much. So Prithviraj Singh Goyal is saying, whoever plays longer between Head and Rohit will be favourite to win today. Whoever gives the better start. Rohit has been giving better starts on a consistent basis. The only thing that might hurt India is if both Rohit and Virat fail. Then how will the middle order step up then? That is the only worry, but I don't think that might happen today. So Steve Smith, okay, they were saying, and the way Shubman Sky are also due for big knock, sports fan. Absolutely. I mean, Shubman and Sky, they will be the key here. And Shubman, remember, has an excellent record at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Maybe the prince will step up today from the king. Maybe that could happen. Sleepless night indeed. Yes, if India wins, sleepless nights are indeed gonna happen. So that's why we'll be there throughout the morning. And then next day morning also, we are all gonna be there and we'll be bringing you stories as soon as it happens. Sarat Chandra saying Rohit versus Stark could happen. But I think Rohit will have the edge. And Sarat Chandra 2015 final vibes, it won't be like Baz. I am saying it will not be very, very similar to Baz. Why? Baz was a bit reckless. Rohit is not reckless at all. So that's why it's going to be a very interesting battle indeed. Alston Menzies says, so this World Cup is similar to 1999 World Cup. Final versus Asian team. That time it was Pakistan, this time India. No, I don't think so. See, Pakistan didn't have that much of a winning streak that they had. They lost games, but then I can understand where it's coming from. But I think the tables might turn because it's at home. India are the thorough favorites at this time. Ashwin should play in place of Shreyas and he can bat at 4 and bowl Tanmay Joshi. Oh, come on. What wrong has Shreyas done, Tanmay Joshi? I hope it is sarcastic, by the way. Then Akbar Rao, forced to thrash India. Could happen. Australia are the only team that can do it. But remember, it is very, very tough. It is very, very tough to ensure that India can be beaten or thrashed. Because at home, India rarely lose. And that's why. Sachin Kashyap 60-40 in India's favor. Yes, I do agree with that. I will say slightly about 55-45. That is my favorite close ratio that I will get. So that is the thing. Alston Menzies is like saying, yes, Tanmay Joshi, I got your vibe. Today, I feel Smudge will be scoring a big daddy 100. Travis Head will give a blistering start. Alston Menzies, well, maybe. Could happen. Could happen. But remember, India may have their plans. And once bitten, twice shy. ICC World Test Championship, maybe if you get rid of both of them, can happen. So Sky should play innings of his life at number 6. Ankur Naik, if the top order gives you a great start, then Sky playing innings of his lifetime might be difficult. And that's why. Malvia Praveen is saying, why we are preparing boring pitch when you play foreign pitches in ICC tournament, it's good pitches. See, so far, sports fan, there has been, Malvia Parveen, there has been nothing, there have been 2 pitches that have been rated average. Otherwise, rest of the times, it's been pretty competitive. So, we'll have to deal with these because India will play on these kind of pitches. That's how the nature of the wickets are in India. Sports fan, our bowling was tested the most versus New Zealand. Aussies could test even more. Other bowlers also step up along with Shami. Agreed. Shami needs support. But I think Bumrah will support him. So that's why your bowling got a test. That one box has been ticked. They will be much more aware of that fact either. So yes, India will go for it today. Harish Kaushik is saying, batting first or chasing second, which is the better option? In a World Cup now, it's pretty mixed. World Cup final. Remember, last 3 have been won while chasing. I think India will want to bowl first. Or maybe because the nature of the wicket is slow, India might bat first and give Australia the worst of the conditions in that sense. Does crowd support really make a difference? Is that a big advantage? Anywhere you go, crowds will be your 13th man, your 12th or 13th man. They will ensure that India are psychologically up. And remember, Kohli, Rohit and all feed from the crowd's energy. And that's why they will be in a much better space at this point. So that is the situation that is there. It's a big day. India versus Australia. We at Sports Today will be starting the build-up at 12:30 p.m. IST. And then you're going to see drama, tension. By the end of the night, maybe at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, in the next 12 hours, you could see India lifting the cup. They will lift the cup because India's time is now. It's now or never, indeed. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so that when we go live. And don't forget, there'll be a lot more content coming up after India. Hopefully, fingers crossed, potentially wins the World Cup for the third time. Thank you.